You're a teacher and you would like to know more about the content library, and some people call it the digital library. So let me explain. So if you click this book icon over here, you have access to the content library. And this is basically a collection of materials that your tutoring center organization kind of accumulates, and you can access it and use it for a bunch of stuff. And any teacher or admin can add stuff to the content library, and it's accessible to all teachers and admin across the tutoring center. It is not visible to students because these are materials for you. Some examples of stuff in the content library include teaching material. For example, this is a module from a lesson plan that was stored. Um, Assignments, for example, you can also store stuff like you can also make documents. It could be like I can make documents, or I can make files. I can upload files to the content library. And so I just showed you the first way to add stuff, so you can add an item via this button. Now the second way to do it is kind of integrated within the platform itself. So you can, for example, add. I'll show you all the different ways, all the different types of things you can add. First thing you can add are modules from lesson plans. Like suppose it was just something that was really nice, really compelling that you wanted to share with other teachers. Make sure we are operating under the assumption that this does not contain like personal like information about the student. So I would be a little bit, I'd want to, scrub or sanitize specific material. But anyways, you would add this module to the library with the title, description. You can add the kind of the subject. This is not science, this is mathematics. Grade level, you can add all of that, but you don't have to. But we'll save this to the library, and it's saved. And if we go to the library, it is over here. We kind of have all this information, and you might want to remove certain information about the student. Just be careful to, do that, and you can save the changes to the library. This is an example of how you can save. Something else you can do is you can save assignments to the library. For example, suppose I really liked this differential equations homework. I could save it to the library if I wanted to. This is also mathematics. That's what I have available. If we go over here, it's also, it's available for anybody to use. And I think that's pretty much it. So now let's talk about how you can use this. So one way that's quite common is in the assignment view. For example, if you do something like this, if you want to create an assignment, you can use something directly from the library, just straight up. Just wait for that to load. And then you could go in and assign that to your student if you want. Let me see if there's any way we can use it in the lesson planner itself. I believe you can also get stuff from the library itself. Yeah, see, so you can add modules directly from the library that seem compelling to you. Like I could be like, oh, I like this warm-up. Maybe I want a warm-up on the chain rule. So let's add that module. Yep, it is added. And then we can go up. Suppose maybe before, learning about sequences and series, or before the calculus stuff, let's just say we wanted a warm-up. This is kind of an example of something you can do. And yeah, those are primarily the two use cases.